What is it after Saturday that you feel like you guys need to work on? Are there communication issues? What exactly is y'all's take on what went wrong Saturday up front?
Yeah, like you said, communications pre-snap has kind of been the main thing, and then some of the stuff they threw at us, in game, we got to do a better job communicating with coach on the sideline about and with each other. So I think that's a big thing. Is not only communication while we're on the field, but off the field when we go to the sideline and communicating things and just putting us in a better call.
It's obviously part of being a left tackle in this league. You get just one athlete after another. What did you see out of Anderson last week, and then what have you seen on film with Trey Williams and the Arkansas defensive front?
Yeah, I mean, they got, like you said, Anderson's a really good player. He's going to play football for a long time, and Arkansas is the same way. 55, he's a really good player. Does a lot of really good things. He bends really well. So, that's why you sign up to play in this league, though, to play great players and to test yourself every week.
What has the first couple of days of practice been like for you guys? I mean, have y'all successfully put Saturday behind you and been able to fully focus on what's ahead?
Yeah, I think we've done a really good job of flushing it away and just moving on to Arkansas now. Obviously that's the 24-hour rule. We're not thrilled about it. Obviously, it was a long 3-hour bus drive home or whatever it was. But, now we're solely focused on Arkansas and, the things we did wrong we're going to learn from and, better ourselves from it.
Matt had a tough game against Arkansas last season. I'm just curious, how do you expect him to kind of react to everything kind of surrounding this matchup?
Yeah, I think that's the one area he's grown in a lot is his maturity, and just himself as a leader. And so, I expect great things from Matt this weekend like we do every weekend. He's a phenomenal player, but just the way he's grown, I think that's the biggest thing that we've seen from him.
A lot of focus last week on the pass pro and what went wrong there, but y'all didn't really run the ball very well either. What was kind of going wrong in run blocking schemes that didn't work out?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was just our communication pre-snap. Like we said, I think that's been the main thing for us. I think that's something we've really got to work on and doing a better job of straining and finishing our blocks.
How do you work on communication?
It just starts in the film room, making sure we're all on the same page. And then when we're out there at practice, really being, arrogant about, calling everything out, not being silent about it, making sure everybody knows, we know who to combo to and everything like that.
What do you recall about Arkansas's defensive front from last year's game?
And they had a good group last year, a lot of quick twitch, a lot of 3 down front. And, obviously that was the game, we really saw drop 8 for the first time. So, but I think the biggest thing you see from them is how hard they play, not just up front, but as a whole unit. They do a really good job getting 11 hats to the ball. You don't see that a whole lot. So, they minimize the big plays. So that's the one thing we've really focused on.
Has there been a focus for you guys this week to try to get the ground game back on track?
Yeah, definitely. That's how you win games in this league, for sure. That's paramount to any success. So I think that's a big thing, especially with the guys we got back there. We have a lot of, most teams have a good running back or two. We have a whole room full, a lot of diversity in how they carry the rock. So I think that's definitely something we're going to try to, establish the run.
Has having crowds back affected communication at all?
A little bit. It's still something you practice with, and me and Ben have played in a lot of games in that crowd before. Matt same way. So I think it's something. At first it was kind of a little bit, but once you get in the flow of things, it kind of starts to dwindle down a little bit.